Today we are in Bari, Italy. We'll be showing you the Castle of Bari. We'll be wandering around some of the streets in Bari. We'll be showing you the Basilica San Nicola. Taxis were not allowed in the area where our Airbnb was, so he dropped us off on the outskirts and then we carried our luggage in.
So I booked our Airbnb for 3 nights and it was a great location. It ran us $300 for 3 nights. We never used the kitchen or anything, just the refrigerator for some waters.
And the shower was the smallest shower I've ever been in.
It was pretty small.
The first meal we ate at the square that we were staying off was at a place called the Matiti Pasta Bistro.
I think we ended up eating there like 3 times in 3 days.
It was very good. The first night we lived it up. We had the pasta, wine, and the service was great too.
Bari is a vibrant port city. Puglia, Italy, offers a mix of historical attractions, cultural experience, and culinary delights. Bari is known for its well-preserved Old Town, Bari Vecchia, with its narrow streets, charming courtyards, and historical churches, including the Basilica of San Nicola. It also boasts a bustling harbor, a scenic waterfront promenade, and its major Mediterranean cruise port. The historical center of the city, dating back to the Middle Ages, is encircled by walls and dominated by the Norman Suabian Castle, one of the icons of Puglia.
Paulette and I really enjoyed walking around the historical part of Bari at night. It was pretty lively, although you don't see that much here, but we enjoyed it.
And the thing is about Italy, people always say, why didn't you want to go to Rome? I don't know. We just wanted to go somewhere different. And I'm really glad that we chose Bari. I think it was very unique. It was beautiful. I loved it. What did you think, babe?
I loved it too.
Yeah.
Here's a view of the seaport area, and then some more of Bari here.
I just love the narrow streets and the stone on all the buildings and stuff. I just thought it was so unique. That was our first time in Italy. Here's Mark being too tall for the doorway. Right here was incredible. It was my favorite. Now here, they open their doors and they hang like a curtain to let the cool breeze come in.
One of the things I enjoyed was these archways. They were just amazing. Here we are walking along part of the promenade at night, back out on the street.
I loved the narrow, windy streets. That was my favorite of the old town.
Yeah. Here's the Cathedral di San Sabino, another important cathedral in the Old Town featuring Romanesque and Gothic architecture elements.
This is the Basilica San Nicola, one of the most important churches in Italy, a pilgrimage destination worldwide famous for its relics of Saint Nicholas. The basilica was constructed between 1087 and 1197, specifically to house the relics of Saint Nicholas, which were stolen or rescued, depending on the story, from Myra, the modern-day Turkey, by Bari's sailors. The relics of Saint Nicholas are kept in a crypt below the main altar. It's a deeply spiritual place, especially important during the feast of Saint Nicholas every May. Every year, a mysterious liquid, they say, called manna of Saint Nicholas, is said to seep from the saint's relics. The manna is collected and believed to have miraculous properties. So now I found this interesting. Throughout the Bari area, we found these areas where there's vending machines from anywhere from drinks to wine, and we understand that for the wine you have to present a card or something like that to be of age to get a bottle out.
Yeah, we were asking some kids about that. Kids, they were over 18 and they showed us that you have to present an ID card to verify your age to be able to buy wines and stuff like that from these machines.
And what vending machines in Italy don't need pasta? The Adriatic Sea of southern Italy, referred to as the Hill of the Italian Boot, is where you'll find Bari. Bari is the capital of Puglia. Bari is the biggest city in Puglia. The city of Bari itself has a population of 320,000 and an area of over 116 square kilometers, about 45 square miles. The region of Puglia has a population of 4 million.
It's only about a 10-minute walk from the old town of Bari into the more metropolitan part of Bari.
As you walk through the streets, you'll notice that it's a blend of culture, history, and seaside relaxation. Bari, like every other city, is not immune to the graffiti problem. Famous Bari promenade, one of the most beautiful in Italy, is the longest continuous seafront promenade in Italy. As you walk along the promenade, there's all kinds of wonderful areas where you could sit and just gaze at the ocean, look at the boats, people watch, whatever you want to do.
This is the Suabian Castle, and it was really the first landmark that Paulette and I saw from the taxi on our way in from the airport. It's the city's landmark building close to Old Town and the old dockyard and a cathedral, probably built in 1132 by Norman King Roger II. It was destroyed in 1156 by King William of Sicily and rebuilt and reinforced in 1233 by Frederick II, then King of Sicily. During the Angevin domination, it went through several transformations after being acquired by Duke Ferdinand of Aragon. It was donated and passed to the Bona Storza, King of Poland. After Bona's death, it was returned under the King of Naples and transformed into a prison and barracks. The castle is surrounded by a moat on all sides except for the northern section, which is bordering the sea, and it can be accessed from the bridge and the gate on the southern side. It's mainly composed of Aragon walls, and the main tower is currently used for exhibitions. And now we'll take you inside to show you the artifacts that we were able to see.
About 100 meters from the old moat by the castle is a small archway known as the Arco Alto. Walk through here starting around 10 a.m. and you will find women sitting outside or inside their doorways rolling out fresh pasta. The true titans of old Bari are the women making pasta in the alleyways. So my final thoughts, is Bari worth visiting? Absolutely. It's a city full of culture and history, not yet spoiled by over-tourism. I loved exploring the old streets of the old part of Bari. I love the way that they wound around and the curves, and it was so beautiful at night walking through there. It was just phenomenal. That was probably my favorite part. Although walking around the promenade area and looking at the old buildings was beautiful too, but my favorite was the old town area of Bari. What about you, babe?
Yeah, definitely. And I really liked walking around at night. It just kind of gave it a different look and feel for me than during the day. I should say that going to Italy has been a lifelong dream of mine. And for Bari to be the first place in Italy that we visited was just a dream come true for me.
Yeah, not Bari, but Italy, Italy has always been on my bucket list too. So it was a fantastic trip for both of us to experience this together.
So if you like what we're doing, we hope you'll consider subscribing, leaving a comment if you have questions, and as always, thank you for watching.